Good evening to one and all present. Members on the dais, Mr. Sri M. Dhanasekaran, Mr. Sukumaran, the Director Dr. R. Rajagovindan, Dr. S. Vetrikodi, Dr. R. N. Kagni, Dr. M. Amarnathan, all the distinguished faculties of this college, and of course I will say my university, student friends, the pride winners of the medals, various medals, and their parents and or their relations who are here, members of the press, the HODs of this college who should be proud to have seen all their students getting so many gold medals of this university as such, as rank holders. And the print media, the press media, and all others present here. It is indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a matter of pleasure for me to be amongst you today. At this happy occasion of the second graduation of Sri Manakula Vinayagar Medical College and Hospital, which is affiliated to Pondicherry University. To the graduates of today who have very proudly, and I almost felt very happy, each one of them following a discipline of being absolutely calm, which is necessary for a doctor. All of them coming up and taking their degrees and of course the medals. I would only like to say one thing to you young men and women. You have just completed your formal training and have a long way to go, as was said by your president. You are now starting your life's journey. You have decided, and you have to also decide as to what you want to be and your aspirations for the future. The options today are numerous. As rightly pointed out, PG is not the only option. You can be a good clinician, a practitioner, a specialist, a super specialist in the area of your choice, a teacher, a researcher, a scholar, and many other things which you wish, which you should dream of becoming in this medical field and become members of the medical fraternity. It is you as doctors and future healthcare leaders can take the challenge of making a very healthy society by providing a high quality healthcare through ethical research and value-based practice of medicine at an affordable cost to the people. I would definitely like to underline the word affordable cost, because we as a country have to think of all those who cannot afford medicines, and the generic medicines have to be given at a low cost. So I really feel you as tomorrow's leaders in the healthcare should take care of this aspect of affordable cost to the people. With advance in science and technology, medicine has become a technology-based practice. At times, diagnostic tests are very costly in modern medicine. So you have to make a judicious application of knowledge and experience in using technology in various clinical situations in your practice. When you practice as a healthcare professional, healthcare involves both social and cultural, and as doctors you need to learn all these values to develop into a holistic professional and be a professionalism in all its spheres. You are also expected to learn communication skills with your patients and relatives. It is these skills that make a difference in your profession and life. Health science is a dynamic one, and you need to learn every day to keep pace with the advances for proper delivery of service. So you have to develop a habit of lifelong learning. So graduation is just the beginning. It's a great privilege to be part of this sacred ceremony where many students who have qualified and accomplished professionals in diverse disciplines are being recognized, rewarded for their completion of their scholastic journey through a formal degree program by the Pondicherry University. I really felt very jealous when your director was telling so many distinctions in almost all disciplines. He was speaking about distinctions, and of course as far as the rank holders, in some places he said 1 to 10 except for the 10, 1 to 5 except for the 4, which meant almost all the medals of the university are with you. So there is definitely a sense of appreciation for the rank holders, and I am sure you will pave way and as desired that out of 14 disciplines you got in 10, don't leave the other 4. Get the other 4 also, so that next time your president will have to shell out another 4 sovereigns to 4 gold medalists. Because I was told every gold medalist has been given a sovereign by this Manakula Vinayagar. So I said 10 they have given, so 4 more they should add in the next time and make it 14, right? I am sure with this admirations for your services, for your learning at this institution, I will definitely feel proud that when not only your college which has graduated you, but the university itself will find itself in a pride place if you map up and live up to the words of your president, as well as according to me, the university will find its name in the medical field if all of you carry this flag further at the national arena and the international arena. Dear students, you will require not only knowledge and discipline, but also desire from within to perform the task at hand with excellence. Work with single-minded devotion to achieve your goals. Focusing on what you are doing will give you the capacity to understand issues in depth and to deal with situations in a very balanced manner. This is an essential quality for medical professionals who handle issues of people's well-being and good health. As you leave this campus today, and as some of you are beginning preparation for your further studies in medicine, while others prepare themselves to practice medicine, all of you should be conscious of the fact that as doctors, wherever you go, faith and trust shall be reposed on you by your patients and even their relatives. Therefore, they look upon you with hope and expectation, and therefore your responsibility to work has to be with trust that they have reposed in you. So the confidence that they have reposed in you, so apply all your knowledge in a very, very sensible way and make them feel that you are their trustworthy. Medicine is intensely human and personal endeavor, and the doctor-patient relationship itself becomes part of a therapeutic process. This was also highlighted in a little smaller way by your president in his speech. This doctor-patient relationship, still today, patient believes doctors are gods. Although we never want to say that they are gods, in the modern technology with modern medicines, people still, in every field, if a mistake occurs, nothing, maybe damages could be only in terms of monetary, but a mistake by you can be very, very disarming the society itself. Therefore, the responsibility of this very noble profession should be borne by you while treating patients. So while treating patients, be always conscious that you are not treating only the body of the alone, but also the concerns and the doubts in their minds about their health as well. Try to reduce their anxiety, give them the confidence and hope. Patients should feel the doctor cares for them. I know when there are too many patients in the OPD, normally the tendency is as if it is moving by one. Come, okay, what next? Please, even if you spend 2 minutes, make the patient feel the 2 minutes you are giving is totally dedicated to them. You want to know from them what is wrong with them, thereby making a bond between you and the patient. At the young stage, at this stage when you join the profession, I really feel you take a vow which you will be taking as a Hippocratic oath, but you take a vow to yourself that every patient is very sacred to you and every patient needs the same care. You start at the beginning of the day, what care you give to the patient, you must make up your mind that the same care should continue till the end of the day when you are looking for your last patient. This must be borne in mind and this must be a practice that you should cultivate. So for every patient is as important as the first patient was to you, or even if it is a relative of yours. That is why I said in the beginning, sometimes patients doctors are treated like patients by, doctors are treated as gods by patients. That is why I say, please, the hope of the patient should never be dwindling, and we live in hopes. Hopes are the main things in a society. The doctors who are passing out today will also bring laurels to the country with their accomplishments and serve humanity. That will be according to me, an incidental one, but the care that you give to the patient which serve the society is a greater one. Medical education and research. In 1947, the country had only 16 medical colleges, while postgraduate specialty courses existed in most of them, unless one had a diploma like FRCS, MRCP, DCH, DO or others. From the Royal Colleges in the UK, a person was not treated as qualified enough to be a specialist. But today we have, after independence, more than 300 institutions, more than 30 to 40,000 students passing out to meet the growing needs of teachers for these colleges as well as to create an environment for high quality research. In 1956, AIMS was established by the Act of Parliament. Then we had the Chandigarh PG, then we had the NIMAMS, we have JIPMER, and we also have the Swati Tirunal Institute of Medical Science. Fortunately, post-graduation is not in isolated spots. Every college has. Here coming down to our own Manakula Vinayagar College, where we are assembled today. Sri Manakula Vinayagar Medical College and Hospital came into existence in 2006. So today we are giving away degrees for the second batch of students. And of course, about the students, the President did mention that this batch is very, very well informed. That's a laurel to you. Keep it up. This culmination of Sri Manakula Vinayagar Education Trust, the trust has a far-reaching vision. They want to create a healthier society by providing affordable and exemplary healthcare services and training young aspirants with the orientation to reach the unreached by serving the rural community through compassionate practice, medical profession through committed teaching, and science of medicine through constant research. The college has been recognized by the Medical Council of India and also has the affiliation from the Pondicherry University. Sri Manakula Vinayagar Medical College and Hospital is steadily making progress in its quest to provide exemplary healthcare service to the needy and to train students to become world-class physicians. The hospital services have kept pace with the development of college with super specialties like anesthesiology, biochemistry, community medicine, dermatology, forensic medicine, radiodiagnosis. These are only a few which I have named. This college is expanding and has the vision and would like to grow further. So maybe not all the graduates find their place for PG in this institution, but definitely the number of branches of PG, they are increasing, and I do wish they will be doing very, very well in future also. At present, I understand they have about 900 MBBS students studying in the Manakula Vinayagar Medical College and Hospital, about 110 PG students studying various postgraduate courses in 19 disciplines, which is recognized by Medical Council and also permitted by the Pondicherry University. Therefore, I really look to Manakula Vinayagar to spread medical education in this part of Pondicherry. I congratulate all the students who have received their medical degrees today. Your professional degree has empowered you to contribute to the nation in saving precious human lives. Friends, Gandhiji, who taught by his own example, observed, I quote, service that is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. But all other pleasures as possessions pale into nothingness before service which is rendered in a spirit of joy. So your service should be coupled with the spirit of joy, that making your service as the best service that can be given to humankind. I hope that you will remain firm in your conviction to the higher objective of selfless service to society. I wish you all the success in life and career. Thank you very much.